A luxury SUV can provide you with the comfort, technology, and safety features that you seek in a great vehicle. However, if you choose the wrong model, you can end up with a very unluxury-like experience, including a bumpy ride, frustrating controls, a small cabin, and pricey out-of-warranty repairs. Well, you don't have to give up on your dream of owning a high-end SUV. You simply need to choose one that won't make you angry. So, here are the 10 SUVs you should steer clear of. 2022 Volkswagen Tiguan. The 2022 Volkswagen Tiguan is an SUV designed to compete with American models by providing a European appeal to the riders. Although the car has some good parts, the reliability rating for the Tiguan is only 3 out of 10 due to the 5 or 6 regular problems that have been documented. Owners have primarily complained about failures of engine cooling components, minor gearbox issues, major and small engine problems, and faults with the in-car electronics. According to Consumer Reports, they anticipate the 2022 Tiguan to be significantly less dependable than the typical new vehicle. The information used to make this prediction comes from the models for 2019, 2020, and 2021. They discovered 17 possible problem areas, from the brakes, engine, and gearbox to the electrical system and power tools. Even worse, there's currently a recall on the product, so yeah, the best decision is to just avoid this one. Volvo XC90. Without a doubt, the current XC90 generation is a really beautiful car with a versatile and pleasant interior, seating for 7 passengers, and a comprehensive list of safety measures. However, reliability is not a strong point. With every model year since 2016, it was either below or far below average in general assessment, making it a pretty expensive but ultimately faulty purchase. Base models include a 2.0-liter 4-cylinder turbo engine with 250 horsepower that can drive front wheels or all 4. Although the handling is great, the ride itself is rough. The interior is silent, luxurious, and modern, and the seats are quite comfortable. However, yet another drawback is the confusing touchscreen infotainment system that controls the audio phone navigation in certain climate settings. With a super low reliable rating, it's recommended to avoid the XC90 unless you can get one with a lengthy extended warranty. 2022 Ford Mustang Mach-E. It's surprising to see the Ford Mustang Mach-E, one of the first electric vehicles to compete with Tesla, listed as one of the top 10 most unreliable SUVs, but here it is. Driving the Mach-E is enjoyable, as it corners and accelerates, and decelerates smoothly. However, it has some documented faults with the in-car technology. Freezing infotainment screens and charging issues are just a few of the issues with the EVs. The major issue with the 2022 Mach-E is a significant engine issue, which means it's vulnerable to oil leaks and computer faults in addition to early belt and pulley wear. The reliability score of the 2022 Ford Mustang Mach-E is 4 out of 100 due to these problems. Since the electric SUV hit the market, Ford has been addressing the problems and has already seen a noticeable improvement. Ford has previously issued recalls for certain Mustang Mach-E models from 2021 and 2022. Additionally, it has also offered a number of software updates in relation to some of the reliability problems. Genesis GV80. A 2.5-liter inline 4-turbo engine that produces 300 horsepower and 311 pound-feet of torque, as well as a 3.5-liter V6 turbo engine that produces 375 horsepower and 391 feet of torque, are both options for the Genesis SUV's first available powertrain. There's only one available transmission, an 8-speed automatic, and both the smaller engine and the V6 can be driven with front-wheel or all-wheel drive. The very first luxury SUV from Genesis, the GV80, has received a lot of buzz, but it also had several issues from the start. One critic even said it provided a terrible ride in addition to recalls and complaints. But the 2022 Genesis GV80 has serious in-car electronics problems. that you should be aware of. It can be difficult to get the hang of that infotainment system while using the rotary dial controller. Additionally, several of the controls' clashing colors make them difficult to read. Lincoln Aviator. Lincoln has long been a manufacturer that promotes comfort, convenience, and luxury with its vehicle range. Without a doubt, the 2020 Lincoln Aviator is no exception. The Aviator is a trustworthy mid-size luxury SUV that prioritizes style, roomy cabins, and performance. The posh SUV boasts all the cutting-edge amenities you'd expect from Lincoln and has an almost brand new appearance and feel. However, for other customers, while bells and whistles are attractive, the main priority is overall vehicle reliability. The Lincoln Aviator's controls irritated drivers, and that's just not acceptable. From crucial powertrain components to body hardware, this SUV has many serious problem areas. The infotainment system, radio, damaged rear panel, and engine shutting off while driving are just a few of the most frequent Lincoln Aviator issues. If you think these SUVs have been problematic, wait till you see the others on the list. You'd think these luxury manufacturers would be more careful with such expensive vehicles, right? Cadillac XT4. The Cadillac XT4 has previously been found to have serious gearbox faults, problems with the temperature control system, and broken power equipment. Despite the transmission appearing to be flawless during the vehicle's road test, the engine made an unsettling gravelly noise. Although it's difficult to ignore the XT4's firm suspension, exterior noises are barely audible. And although there are several padded surfaces around the cabin, entering and leaving can be difficult due to the broad door sills. But after you've gotten used to the Cadillac's odd user experience interface, the majority of the climate and entertainment functions are simple to use. Lincoln Corsair. Although the Corsair made its debut in 2020, customers should watch out for minor transmission and in-car electronics problems. Additionally, issues with the body structure could develop. Owners of the Lincoln Corsair are full of positive things to say about this SUV, particularly regarding its immaculate interior and responsive engine. The controls on the steering wheel and gauge selector, however, can eventually become annoying due to their complexity. The number of complaints regarding the vehicle's structure is much larger than the number of complaints concerning its performance. Brakes, as well as the backup camera's performance, which has an impact on backover protection, are a problem area. Faulty brakes don't sound like the safest idea. So if you're in the market for a new SUV, you know this one shouldn't be on your list. Alfa Romeo Stelvio. The Stelvio has a somewhat firm ride because it was built to outhandle the competition. Now, it might not crash over potholes or other significant road defects. It does feel very jarring at low speeds and moves you around in your seat. The suspension setup designed for sports cars performs better at greater speeds, navigating crests and pressure waves with the fluidity and delicacy typically found in the best sports luxury cars. During Stelvio's road test, numerous issues were found. Even while the Stelvio handles well, there's still noticeable turbo lag at slower speeds. Additionally, the brakes don't offer smooth stopping power, and the suspension may also be jerky at times. The interior also has several odd design flaws, and numerous inexpensive elements look out of place in an otherwise sophisticated SUV. Additionally, visibility is substantially hampered from a variety of angles. The engines of the Stelvio aren't especially quiet either. Even when going slowly, the base 2.0-liter petrol engine with 197 horsepower sounds harsh and lacks any semblance of a sporty sound. The higher-powered 2.0-liter does produce a little harsh tone when driven close to its rev limiter, but otherwise, it's relatively average. Mercedes-Benz GLS. The first-generation GLS's standard halogen headlights' low beams are frequently criticized by owners for not being bright enough to effectively illuminate the road at night. Both the previous GL vehicles and the GLS model years from 2017 to 19 came equipped with these halogen headlights. Only the original GLS was equipped as standard with the brighter LED headlights. Despite the fact that halogen headlights have been successfully utilized in automobiles for many years, there's something this SUV just doesn't seem to be doing right. And this type of issue is pretty disappointing coming from a respected manufacturer like Mercedes. Major problems with climate control and brakes have also been reported by owners of the original Mercedes-Benz GLS vehicles. Different driving system issues, such as those involving all-wheel drive and electronic stability control, are also anticipated. Sometimes shifting from a cold start might cause the cabin to tremble. Additionally, the Mercedes-Benz GLS 2022 has the tendency to roll back when it resumes motion after halting on a hill. And that brings us to the end of today's video. Which SUV from our list will you be avoiding? Why don't you go ahead and let us know in those comments down below. As always, don't forget to smash those like and subscribe buttons since it really helps us out. Thanks for tuning in. See you on the next one.